Hi everyone, we're doing SAT practice level 2, miscellaneous topics, set 5. It says the pan void of a function is defined as the sum of the integers that do not fall within the domain of the function. So all the following functions have the same or equal pan voids except what? So what we're going to do is just go through here and look at the integers that do not fall within the domain of the function. So if we look at A, we know that x cannot be plus or minus 2. So these are the forbidden values. Therefore, the pan void of the function is 2 plus your negative 2, which equals 0. Okay? Now, for the second one, I'm going to factor out the x, and we get x squared minus 1. And so for the domain, x cannot be 0, and it cannot be plus or minus 1. So we add all this up, we get 1. Let's see. So therefore we get and so these fall outside. These are the forbidden values. They fall outside the domain. So we're going to add them, and we get 0 plus negative 1 plus 1, which equals 0. So these two equal. Now the third one, we're going to factor out a 3. We're just looking at the denominators here. Okay, I'm not even looking at the numerator. So we get 3 times x squared minus 9, which equals 3 times x. So basically, you can tell right away that the forbidden values are x cannot be plus or minus 3. So when you add these up, 3 plus a negative 3, that equals 0. Now for D, we get x can't be 0. So basically we get 0 equals 0. So there's not a sum there. So we just get 0 there because x cannot be 0. And the last one, we get x, and you factor that out, you get x minus 1. So the forbidden values are x cannot be 0 and x cannot be 1. So when you add this up, you get 0 plus 1 equals 1. So the answer is E, because that's the one that aren't equal. The rest of these were all zeros. Okay, the next one. If I squared equals negative 1, and you have 4 plus 4i and 4 minus 4i are the roots, then we can solve this. So what I want to do is go ahead and just multiply these together. So you're going to get x minus a 4 plus I. Let me erase that. Plus I times x minus a 4 minus I. Now I'm going to go ahead and simplify this, and you get x minus 4 minus I, and you get here x minus 4 plus I. Sorry. Plus I. Now the way to handle this to make life easier is I'm going to group these two together. When you do that, this is like, it's going to this is like your A minus B times, this is your A again, A plus B. As you group that together, so I just regrouped it. So we know that this equals A squared minus B squared. So I know my A is x minus 4. I'm going to square it. Minus your B is your I. Okay, now I'm going to simplify this. You get x squared minus 8x plus 16 minus I squared is negative 1. So that gives you x squared minus 8x plus 17. And that all equals 0. I don't know what happened to my 0. I should have put a 0 here. So your answer is B. Okay? And the last one for the set is a logic problem again. So we want to use the contrapositive. Let's see, what does this say? If all Martians vacation on Venus, then a being that does not vacation on Venus is not a Martian. And you can read all of these. So basically, it's logically equivalent to if a Martian then vacation on, so it's if Martian then vacation on Venus. And we're going to go and use the contrapositive. So we're going to say, we're going to flip contrapositive, you flip these two, and then also do the negative. So you're going to do, we're doing the contrapositive, because we want equivalent statements. So we're going to write if no, and then we're going to write this first, vacation on Venus, then not a Martian. So no Martian, or not a Martian. So that would be, the answer is A. Okay? So that's just your logic things. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye-bye.